Dum, 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 dum,
Space between, space between, space between, space between.
What's going on? It's the Space Between podcast where we talk about the space between life and art, passion and business, what's happening now and what's happening next. I am Pat Shand.
I'm Amy Shand.
What's so goddamn funny? What is so fucking funny right now? What's so fucking... Ooh, you better tell me right now. What's so funny? What is so funny?
We just had a long and crazy day.
Right.
And just right before the before we started recording, you're like, "Are you going to enunciate?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then you just blasted through that like with no enunciation at all.
Oh, man. Okay.
That's it. And I'm tired.
That's a good one.
And then yeah,
Okay. Well, it's a long intro. You know?
it's good. But yeah, like you've said it a lot of times now, so.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I know it by heart now, and who the fuck is
your
texting
mom.
me? That's so unprofessional, Amy.
Put your phone on silent.
It's actually coming from my computer.
Oh.
Yeah, we're a mess right now. Chi-Chi's over here trying to get into the laundry bin. Chi-Chi's our youngest cat, for you bastards who don't pay enough attention
They
to know.
probably know.
And Amy is over here making fun of me because I just can't be bothered, you guys, you know? Hold on. I'll start over. What's going on, you guys?
Stop.
Welcome
Just
to the Space Between podcast, where we talk about
No.
the space between life and art,
They get it.
passion and business. What is happening now and what is happening next?
That's
My
basically
name
what we're doing today.
is Patrick Edward Shand.
Oh my god.
Letting my government fly, you know?
Yep.
All right, so, yeah, we're kind of just winging it today because tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and we're getting ready for some real romance, you know?
Yes.
I want to start today by beginning a segment I'm going to do for the next 3 weeks.
Oh.
It's the countdown to Prison Witch.
Oh, cool.
3 weeks until the launch of our graphic novel Prison Witch on Kickstarter. For those who haven't been following along, Prison Witch is it's a graphic novel about the magic that happens behind bars. How would you pitch it?
It's about a girl who ends up in prison because she has anger issues. And when she goes there, she meets a few other ladies that are all unique to themselves and have really interesting kind of wacky stories as well. And there's some magic going on in her life that she's unsure about and already in the prison, and it kind of meshes together when she gets there. And there's some explosive things that go on, and there's some beautiful things that go on, and yeah.
Yeah, it's like The Craft meets Orange is the New Black. And Amy, I feel, can relate to this narrative.
Yeah.
She's had a pretty angry day.
I was just raging today. My friend Cassandra,
Not toward me, just so you guys know.
or my friend Cassandra,
She
but
loves me.
I try to love like everything and everyone because that's how ideally I would like to live, but I have problems. So, like Cassandra, I was messaging her. She's going to come over later. She's like, "Do you want me to bring you coffee?" And I was like, "No, I was raging all day. I think it's because I drink too much caffeine." There's like a bunch of stuff that's going on. I was just like, I think I just drink too much caffeine. I don't eat enough protein. I don't have like a regular enough sleep schedule, I guess. And I also am like highly anxious and really bad at change. And there's a lot of change going on at my job right now. So that's hard. So I'm really angry all day at work, and then when I get home and finally wind down, I'm just like really tired from being angry.
And we do think that a lot of people can relate to that, you know, just the constant grind of day jobs that we have to do just to maintain. I think that is kind of universally infuriating. So I think that people can relate to that.
But people deal with it way better than I do. And
people can also, I mean, there are many people who are just anxious. You know, I'm an anxious person, and
And there's different kinds of anxious.
right. And I think that if I read Prison Witch as just a reader, just a fan, I would be able to relate to the lead character Cam as far as that goes, for sure. But today we want to talk about a couple of things happened to us today. We were going to do an episode focusing on closeters, but that will do soon, because first...
We always are saying that, but we're going to.
We are, just because...
We're just wrapping up like the final things.
Yeah, and when something happens to us in the now, we want to use our podcast as a platform just to talk about what's going on now, too. So today, I'll talk about what happened to me first.
We'll do it in chronological order.
Yes. So, I wasn't going to tell this story because this story actually made me really angry, but then something crazy spun out of it. Okay?
It's insane.
It's so weird. So, I have 3 prescription medication, three different prescriptions that I take every month. I need, and it's all for asthma. I have a daily inhaler, a rescue inhaler, and daily pills. And I've had the same medication for about 4 or 5 years now. And I pick them up every 3 months from the pharmacist. And
Or try to.
or try to. Whether it's the doctor and their office messing up my order, or it's the pharmacist messing up the order. Every single time it's messed up, okay? And
Like without a doubt.
without fail. And in different ways too. Like this time, for instance, right? I'm out of my pill, right? So I called the doctor yesterday, set the whole thing up because the doctor never responded to CVS's instant refill message. So called, I spoke to the office, and I said, all right, do not put in my daily inhaler yet. Don't put in my rescue inhaler. I just need the pills right now. I have no pills as of tomorrow. I just need the pills. So I went to CVS and I said, just knowing that they also usually put in everything at once, I said, hey, can you just show me what you have and then I'll buy what I need? And they said yes. They pulled up my stuff and they brought over 2 packages. And casually, I just felt which one shook like a bottle of pills, and neither did. So I looked, and and they had my daily inhaler and
Which you still have.
which I'm fine on, yeah, and my rescue inhaler, but the wrong one. So I'm there like, all right, so
Like a knockoff one.
they didn't get the pills, and I didn't ask for the rescue inhaler, but it's the wrong one. So I called the doctor, found out the situation, and they said that they never put in the order for the pills. They just chose the other ones for some reason, who knows. And then CVS also in turn messed up and put the wrong inhaler in. So this is just an example of
How are people not dropping dead every day because of that?
I know. Just like, imagine I was 97 years old.
I know.
I would be a corpse right now because they mess me up every time. But this was just funny because it was two mistakes. So this is just set up. This is just set up. All right. I don't want to use this podcast to just complain, but the cool part of the story that's kind of like,
the
what
freaky
the
part.
fuck
It's super freaky.
is this? So I go online and I go on Facebook and Twitter just to fucking vent, just to use my platform to be a zek. Okay. I posted, I bet I'm going to need blood pressure pills from the stress that the doctor's office and the pharmacy give me. I've been getting the same medications for years now, and there has never once not been a problem with me picking it up. That's true every time. And I said, what the fuck is with this industry? And now, all right, so about an hour passes. And keep this in mind. CVS has never sent me a text besides, do you want your prescription refilled? If yes, text yes. Or your prescription is ready. Pick it up, so-and-so. Never, ever once you send me a casual, hey, what's up text, right? So I get a text from CVS in the same thread that I've gotten, oh my, do you want a refill? Type shits.
And you've never gotten like an ad or anything.
Never even once. All right, so an hour after I posted that blood pressure joke, CVS texts me, Did you know there is a new lower guideline on diagnosis of high blood pressure? Learn how it may affect you. They're fucking watching us, yo. Holy shit.
That literally triggered like some sort of online cloud wiretap sort of thing.
Crazy.
And they targeted you.
And I am far from a conspiracy theorist, but
That shit's real.
that's too much of a coincidence, right?
The words, like, that's crazy.
All right, maybe someone who is not me, because I'm perfectly good in this situation. Maybe someone who's not me should post that they're having dick problems, right? Just post, oh, I'm having trouble getting hard. If CVS texts you that day, Viagra pills are now just some bullshit.
If you already like have a prescription with CVS, post a Facebook status that's specific and see if they text you.
For a different condition.
Yeah.
The dick thing would just be funny.
And then let us know.
Yeah.
The different condition could be the dick thing.
Exactly.
But you have to currently have a prescription so they have your number.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Fuck yeah.
They're watching us.
I'm telling that's like Black Mirror.
It's like, all right, so I understand how ads work. Like, while I'm writing Destiny New York, which is a romance that involves lesbians, I'll often get ads for an app called Her. Okay. And Her is like Tinder for lesbians. It's like Grindr, but for women instead. Right? And I've seen Amy's computer get those ads too, just because I know what she's looking at, you know?
I don't recall those ads, but I know that app, but I didn't know it was like that. I thought it was like more like eHarmony.
Well, no, yeah, but it's a dating site for lesbians.
Got it.
Right. I just say Tinder.
Grindr's like all about say.
Well, that's because it's dudes.
Yeah, but I feel like Grindr's like more specific to it because it's like, where are you at? What kind of say are you into?
Right.
It like asks those questions. I know this because I watched a documentary about how some guy got murdered.
Okay. I think, all right, here's all I'm going to say.
I'm not weird.
I don't think you're weird. I don't want to stereotype.
letting them know.
I don't want to stereotype, but I do think that it's those qualities are not because it's a different app. It's because it's an app for men.
It's like a different audience.
Yes. I think that if there were a direct copy of Grindr for women, there would be maybe about 1/10 of the users of a normal app. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm
like
just being
even the difference in the
stereotypical.
names, like Her, Grindr.
Tinder's taking over though.
Yeah.
Like eHarmony, all those shits, Match.com, they're out the game.
That's for older people.
Which one? Both of those?
I feel like more eHarmony.
How do you know?
Because I've been seeing those commercials since I was little.
I was actually on dating sites for about 2 months when we first met. And
Couldn't find anyone better, you know?
yeah, Amy and I were just friends first, and we weren't really even talking about dating. And I was using all of them, you know? I was on Tinder.
He was on Grindr.
I was on Grindr.
Just kidding.
I was on Her, just prowling.
Oh, really?
No. Also, respond to us. Do you think that they're watching? Because Amy has texted me pictures of things that she wants to buy, and I'll see on Facebook there'll be ads of that specific item.
Yeah.
But this, getting a text about it, that was, to me, some next level shit.
Let us know what you think.
Let us know.
Has something like that happened to you,
Are
too?
they following us?
Yeah.
Are they following you? All right.
Oh, my God.
So, when I got this text, we were at a place called Utopia.
Okay.
And Utopia, I'll just set it up really quick. They have to know the whole lay of the store so they can be in my situation when you said what you said, okay? So, Utopia is sort of like an alt clothing store that also has basically an adult version and a more honest version of Spencer's, right? Mm-hmm. It has, in the back, it has a room of bowl pieces, all this smoking paraphernalia. It has a small sex shop situation there. It has
like lingerie,
fucking like about 300 dildos.
Yeah, lots of dildos.
Got some fleshlight action.
Some like cuffs and shit.
Yeah. It's just like the back of it is overall a sex shop /
It's a huge
smoke shop.
It's a huge store, and the back room is like blocked off to
Yes.
where you have to be 18 and older to go.
Yes. In the main area, there's a tattoo section of it where you can get tattooed or pierced there.
It's another room. Yeah.
There is some
Shout out to Utopia.
Shout out. Yeah, this is an ad, so just so you guys know. It's not.
We owe them after this fucking bullshit.
They have clothing, a bunch of stuff. So, now that you know the lay of Utopia, here's what happened.
So we're in this, like, modern, cool store. And, like, whew. So Pat and I are gonna go because I want to get a new, like, piece, and that's his gift for me tomorrow. Like,
Wait, no,
a
hold
new
on.
pipe.
More pipe, yeah.
All right.
People aren't gonna know what piece means.
Bowl, piece, pipe, whatever.
Yeah.
For tomorrow. That's his Valentine's Day gift to me. And so I'm like, cool. So we go in there, and we're greeted by the really nice girl who's working at the front counter, like, by all the crystals and candles and whatnot, because there's, like, some, like, you know, metaphysical stuff. And she's like, hey, how are you guys? Can I help you, you know, find anything?
Real chill, casual.
Super nice. And I'm, like, super nice back, and I'm just all, oh, no, we're going to go to the back room because, you know, tomorrow. And in my head, I'm thinking, because tomorrow's Valentine's Day and he's buying me a gift and I smoke every day and he's buying me this. But then I walk away casually and she just, like, gets kind of red in the face and just, like, laughs and is like, okay. And then I realize that she probably thinks.
Probably.
Or
No.
I realize how obvious it was that it sounds like we're going to go in the back and buy some sex toys because it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. And I just felt like, oh my God. And it took me until I walked halfway across the store. I was like, oh, what a pleasant interaction. She's so nice. Oh my fucking God.
And I was looking at Amy like, for real?
And then I just played it back in my head over and over, replaying, like, how my face probably looked super creepy and how her face looked really, like, shocked that came out of my mouth.
Because, all right, so listen.
Matter-of-factly.
When Amy said this, and first of all, we've been to sex shops for that purpose, right?
I mean, yeah, but I didn't think...
But just because Amy so confidently said it, in the moment, I was like, is she fucking around? Like,
I said it like, tomorrow, like, you know, girl. Like,
yeah,
and she was like, okay.
And as we were walking away, I was trying to think of a interpretation of what Amy said that didn't mean that, and I was coming up flat. Like I
think I meant to, like, start to say that you were gonna buy me a pipe, but I didn't want to, like, go into it, so then I just said tomorrow, and then I just stopped. Oh my God.
So good.
I hope she went to the back and was like, what did they buy?
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, a pipe. And then she's like, oh, they probably got scared.
That is great. That's
what happened.
Now that tomorrow is Valentine's Day, though,
right.
I want to ask you, what is the most romantic thing anyone you've ever dated has done for you?
I'm not sure I've ever celebrated Valentine's Day super duper hard. I can't remember anything specifically, but I want to say that I remember, like, maybe going camping one Valentine's Day with somebody, with a significant other.
Oh, that wasn't us, yeah.
Yeah, no.
How fucking dare you?
What did you... I'm really bad with my memory, so I want to, like... I was thinking at work and talking at work, like, I've never really celebrated Valentine's Day, and I don't, like, get overly anxious about it like I do with every other holiday.
Right.
So, what have we done?
What have we done? I mean, we've gone to dinner, and I was joking, by the way.
I know, but, did we go to Ruth's, or was that a different
Yeah,
thing?
we've gone to Ruth's Chris, but that was for an anniversary, I believe.
Got it. See, those are more important to me than Valentine's Day.
I did just say romantic thing anyone's ever done for you. I didn't say Valentine's Day.
Oh, I thought you were talking Valentine's Day specific.
No.
Oh, I would...
No, it's like we've got married.
Oh, yeah.
We've gone across the country, and you're like, camping.
Oh, no. I thought you meant, like, on Valentine's Day, because you said, since we're talking about Valentine's Day... And then I just tagged it onto that. But I would...
I mean, the whole purpose of this segment is for me to make you feel awkward.
I really do. Talking about my social awkwardness and then being socially awkward. I would say that your gifts are really, really romantic. Like, you know, the surfboard you got me. That was really nice.
Surfboard. Well, yeah, tell the people about that one.
The engagement ring, I love.
This is actually a cool story, and I want to use this part of the story not to brag. It's cool what Amy did. Amy modeled for our friend and painter Laura.
She's great too, yeah.
She's terrific. And Laura actually painted Amy onto a surfboard, and it's this beautiful.
Right around my surfboard.
She's sort of like a siren slash.
Yeah, she like turned me
mermaid.
into an underwater creature.
It's so cool. It's so
I
cool.
have fins and I have like a tail.
Oh yeah.
It's super duper cool and it's really tall.
And I bought like a fucking baller.
Yeah.
But the point of the story is how cool it is to have that piece that has Amy as a sea creature in here.
And the romantic part was it was a surprise because I was kind of bummed when Laura put it up for sale and it got bought because I didn't know who the buyer was. And I was sort of talking to Pat like,
it was me, girl.
I am sad I'll never be able to see it again sort of thing. And he kept it quiet. And then just a few weeks later, it was my birthday. And then, boom, I woke up and it was in the living room. And I was like, oh, my God.
I think that the most romantic thing that you've ever done for me was when you took me to see my favorite movie, The Princess Bride, in this outdoor theater that was like, what was it called? Star something?
It's called Cinema Under the Stars.
Cinema Under the Stars. Oh, so good. It has all these beautiful lights outside. Mm-hmm. And it was Amy's first time watching the movie. But it pales in comparison to the one time one of my exes took me camping.
Oh my God, shut up. That's just because it's the only thing I've ever planned for Valentine's Day was a camping trip, I want to say. I don't remember. But also, another romantic thing, real quick, is when my car broke down and not broke down, when I parked in the wrong place in LA on the street and my car got towed and I didn't know where it got towed to, and then I took the train home. It was raining really hard, super hard. I couldn't see, and then my phone died, so I felt like I was like lost in the world. And then I got off the train, but you knew to meet me at the train station like within a certain like area of time.
Oh yeah, I was posted up there.
Yeah. Then I got off the train and it was like pouring rain. I couldn't see shit. I couldn't hear anything except for like the and then through that I just hear like Amy, and I was like, oh fuck. And then because my phone was dead, so I turned around and I saw you just standing there in the rain, just yelling my name.
Oh yeah,
ready to pick my fucking dumb ass up.
Yeah,
I was like, yes.
I was just there waiting for trains to come.
It's like a movie.
It's like a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It was good.
That impressed you, huh? Mm-hmm. That's how I fucking locked it down.
That was great, yeah.
Advice to all you fucking young boys out there. That's how you lock the shit down.
Hi, Neil.
That was early on too, right?
Yeah.
And that's when she knew.
Mm-hmm. It is. I told you that before.
It's true. It's true. Okay, so we normally end our podcast with a Q&A. We answer our audience's questions. Mm-hmm. But this time, since it's you and me doing just a casual Valentine's Day / just a day in the life of a married couple being watched by CVS and or the government.
And making people feel awkward at their jobs. What I want to do now is I want each of us to list 5 ways that you know someone is the one. Okay.
Because you knew I was the one because I found your ass in the rain at a train station, mm-hmm. stranded, mm-hmm. and I found you there.
Yeah.
And so that has to be the strangest way I've ever heard. But I love it. I love it.
That's out of context.
It's such a good memory.
You're already my friend, all right?
No, I know, but it's such a good memory, though.
It is.
All right, so I'll steal that from you, though.
Mm-hmm.
My number one reason that you know someone is the one, I'm going to say friendship. I think, honestly, that your wife, husband, partner should be your best friend.
Right.
With Amy, there's no one I would rather watch TV with, tell stories to, laugh with. She is so funny and makes me laugh. And I feel like there's no one on the planet who gets me more than Amy. And
mm-hmm.
that I could tell her anything.
Definitely. That ties into a lot of the things on the list. That's like a bunch of things in one. Like funny.
Yeah, like I could fuck with you on this podcast about your beautiful romantic camping memories. And you'll never be angry at me.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Because we're Franks.
Dang.
How about you? So that's one for me.
One thing is that you have to be able to go both pee and poop in front of them.
Oh, for sure. Because
you're going to share a bathroom.
Yes. And I'd even say, bonus points for doing both of those things door open. Always, at all times.
Yeah, I mean, we're especially comfortable with one another.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're like dating someone and you're like nervous
Yes.
because you have to go poop in the
Yes.
same room, or you're like staying in a hotel with them, or you're staying overnight, it's like they're not the one,
Right.
you know?
Now, what I'll ask you is this. How much time do you build up before you can go there?
I mean, that's different for everyone, I guess. Like, because like I've been in some relationships where that's never been a comfortable thing, and then I've been in like other relationships where it's taken like close to a year.
How long was it for us?
I don't know, probably because we like showered together and everything.
That's a lot different than just...
I know, but probably like I guess like 5 or 6 months. Because we moved in
Right.
together quickly.
I think I was busting ass in front of you at
Oh
least
my
like...
god, the way.
like 3 months, you think?
Probably.
Because, all right, so when you're in a new relationship, there's 2 things that you can do, okay? You can hold in your farts and just slowly blow it up until it's painful. Or while the other person isn't paying that much attention, you could take your ass cheek and pull it back and just let one of those out, you know?
You're familiar with both
Yes, absolutely.
for 3 months.
Yeah. Oh, God. All right.
That's mine. 1.
Now, my number 2 is, and this is shallow, but I'm going to say it.
Whatever.
The sex has to be dope, you know?
That for the 1, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For the 1, because I've been in relationships where everything was good, but we weren't physically compatible. And that is a big thing. And I think that can have a very negative impact on the health of your actual relationship. And I think that we've gotten in this headspace where it seems like it's shallow to say how important the physical is in a relationship, but it definitely is. It's a major, major part of it.
Definitely. Okay, and my second one is...
Amy's falling asleep here.
Yeah, I'm really tired, bro. My second one is... Okay,
My third one is
Wait.
she doesn't fall the fuck asleep when you're talking to her.
you can't use that one.
Okay.
My second one is... For the person that's the one... I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Like,
Get to the point.
if ever... It should be the most comfortable when you're with them. Like, if you're ever in an uncomfortable or a scary situation, being with them or talking to them is able to, like, fix that.
Right. You should never be in a
The
situation
safest, I guess.
where you feel that if something goes down, you aren't on the same team.
Right.
Right? Like, there have been situations where I've woken up from snoring and over breakfast, I could sense this hostility.
Not me, bro.
Not Amy. No.
Yeah, just let them know.
And I began to feel unsafe while sleeping next to my partner because I wasn't sure what she would do to me.
Oh my god, that's scary.
And that's not just one person.
Luckily, I can't hear anything when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, actually, it's number 3 for me now, right?
Yes.
A big part of it for me, and I'd say a big part of it for most successful relationships, is that you don't annoy one another, right? My snoring annoyed the fuck out of my partners. I couldn't help it. And I know that there are some people who don't like how their partners chew, who don't like how their partners laugh. And that kind of thing grates, right?
That sucks.
That's fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been in relationships where I said, hey, I am a snorer. Is this going to be a problem? The answer at first is always no, and usually changes.
Yeah, not in this case.
No.
Because I can't hear anything.
No. In fact,
Even when I do, like, if we go to bed at the same time, which is, like, sometimes you don't go to bed at the same time as me, but when we do, and if I'm, like, going to sleep and you're already asleep and you've already, like, began to snore, I can still fall asleep. It's not a thing where, like, I can't fall asleep. I'll remember, like, hearing you and then all of a sudden not hearing you. If I'm tired, I'm sleeping.
right.
So.
Third reason for you.
Okay, the third one would be in order for them to be the one, you have to have the same ideas about what kind of family you want to build, and you have to be honest about that with them. You can't say, like, on your first date, if it's like, oh, I don't want kids, you can't be like, in the middle of your second and third beer swig, oh yeah, I don't want kids either. And then next thing you know, you actually do want kids. You're married. They meant it. You didn't. You were just trying to impress them. It's like fucked up now.
Actually, what I want to ask you though is, how would you feel if in a couple of years, because our plan...
Are you about to switch this around on me?
No, just listen.
I don't want kids.
Listen. Our plan, Amy and I, right, is to not have kids.
Yeah.
We both agree. What if in a few years' time I was like, oh, I'm getting so old. It's time to sow my seed. What?
I'd be like, who the fuck are you?
Right.
So that's my number 3.
I'd be out. All right.
No, you wouldn't be out, but I would have some words with you about it.
Oh, shit. All right, so
I'd be like, here's my uterus.
Fourth way that you know they are the one is fondness. And I say this, obviously love, that is part of it. That is a big part of it, to be in love with someone. But there was this moment when I looked at Amy, and she was living with me, and she was asleep in my bed at the time that I had in San Diego. It was before we had our own place like here that we found together. But Amy was there, and I was watching her sleep for a second, not on some creeper shit, or maybe it was. She was just in bed as I was writing at my desk, and I looked over and saw her sleeping, and I felt like myself swell with fondness.
Aww,
and
that's a good one.
And I was just like, God damn, and I had never felt that before. I had felt love. I had felt lust. I had felt all of it.
Love and lust.
I'd gone camping with them before.
I'll fucking kill you.
but I hadn't.
Valentine's Day special.
I hadn't felt
wounds.
that swell of fondness.
Oh,
This is getting hard though,
Damn.
because this is getting more specific
It's
to just
true,
you.
but now that you said that, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard because when you're trying to be general, because specific to me, I'm like, well, you gotta love cats, or
Right.
But like, I would say one for me, and my fourth one would be that instead of it would be that that the other person is the one when their successes and happiness makes you happy as well.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's like, yeah, get it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
that's a good
do
one.
that. And it's like, that.
That's a good one.
Jay,
Ready for my final one?
final one.
I feel like this one has to be more important than the other ones, though.
Mine was just the best.
That-
But your fondness one was really good too.
I mean, if I would have
And
ranked
that
them
was a
so
good story
far,
about how you love me.
it's
also.
true. It's true. Fuck, this is hard.
I know.
This
This
is
was
hard.
your idea.
It was. I thought we'd have so many, but like these ones are so
We don't
important
need
that
to explain
it's already
ourselves.
rare.
Just kidding.
Ooh, I have a good one.
Oh God.
Here we go.
He looked at the cat and he had an epiphany.
Here we go. Number 1.
Number 5, actually.
Yeah. Oh, fuck you, Amy. All right. So
I'm not starting.
my
on this.
final reason to know that someone is the one is if while with them, the idea of getting old isn't the worst thing as long as their bitch ass is still there.
Oh, that's really good.
Now, what the fuck are you gonna do?
That was exactly what I was gonna
What are
say.
you gonna do, babe? No, it wasn't.
This one is not as good as any of my other ones, but
Cool way to end, bro.
thanks. It's the only one I can think of right now. My 5th one is someone that doing nothing with is way more fun than like going out and doing something that costs money with.
You just say that because you hate to go out. I hate to go out.
No, but if it's the one you enjoy sitting and doing nothing with them,
It's true. It's
so
true.
fuck you.
Babe, listen. You are 100% right. That one is worse than your other ones.
You're a dick.
No, that is a good one. It's just that if we're being honest, all that we've described so far 100% fits what I think of as Amy. That one, it could be just me by myself too.
No, but it's more fun with me.
No, it is more fun with you than going
fuck
out.
are you trying
No,
to say?
listen. It's more fun with you. It's more
Should
fun.
I think of another one?
No. This is great. It's more fun to stay home with you than it is to go out. It's also just more fun to stay home than to go out.
Oh, wait, like, get it.
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's us.
I'm a hermit. Okay.
Cigar.
All right. I think that's it for today. I just want to tell all you lovers, all you fuckers, all you
Lonely motherfuckers.
lonely motherfuckers. Oh yeah.
Single ladies.
Happy Valentine's Day. If you are one of those people who are single and
I want
bitter
to look up St. Valentine.
on Valentine's Day, posting memes about how Valentine's Day sucks, how it's corporate, I feel for you. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry that you're going through this. I've been there. Take your bitterness, though, and build something. Get out there and find the one. Use our list to find the one. Go on Tinder. Go on Grindr. Go on her.
Match.com, plenty of fish, eHarmony.
Or enter just, I'm looking for someone to love me on Facebook, and the government will see you. And perhaps someone working for the government will fall in love with you and find you through that.
Yeah.
There's love everywhere, and that's powerful. I think it's time to wrap up, Amy. This has been the Space Between Podcast. You can follow us. I'm going real slow right now. For Amy,
make up
I'm going
for the
to
mumbling.
enunciate. You can follow us at Space Between and on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Instagram.
If you want to have your questions answered, you can hit us up there or email us at spacebetweenent@gmail.com. So again, thank you for listening, and bye, you guys.
Bye, guys.